Justin Trudeau, is reportedly contemplating stepping down after serving as the country's leader since 2015. His potential resignation comes amidst increasing dissatisfaction from within his own Liberal Party and waning public support. Over nearly a decade in office, Trudeau's leadership has been defined by significant achievements in progressive policies, but also by controversies and mounting challenges. If he decides to resign, it could lead to a leadership race within the Liberal Party and possibly a call for an early federal election. Trudeau's rise to power in 2015 was met with high expectations, as he promised a new era of progressive governance, focusing on issues like climate action, diversity, and reconciliation with Indigenous communities. However, as his time in office has progressed, his popularity has declined due to a mix of political scandals, perceived policy missteps, and criticism of his leadership style. Key controversies, such as the SNC-Lavalin affair and his handling of certain promises, have led to questions about his ability to deliver meaningful change. The speculation around Trudeau's potential resignation has been fueled by growing unrest within the Liberal Party. Senior members of the party have expressed concerns about his declining approval ratings and the party's chances of securing another electoral victory under his leadership. Recent polls show a significant drop in support for the Liberals, with the opposition Conservative Party, led by Pierre, Poilievre, gaining momentum. This has increased pressure on Trudeau to step aside and allow a new leader to take the reins. In Canada's parliamentary system, the resignation of a sitting Prime Minister does not automatically trigger a general election. Instead, the governing party selects a new leader who becomes the Prime Minister and completes the current term. The next federal election is scheduled for October 2025. However, the leadership transition could prompt calls for an early election, particularly from opposition parties eager to capitalize on the perceived instability within the Liberal Party. The Conservatives have already argued that a change in leadership within the Liberal Party would not suffice to address Canada's pressing challenges. They contend that an early federal election is necessary to ensure the government reflects the public's current preferences. This position resonates with many voters who are dissatisfied with Trudeau's administration, particularly on issues such as the economy, housing affordability, and health care. Canada is facing a range of pressing issues, including rising inflation, increasing living costs, and a growing housing crisis. Many Canadians are struggling to afford basic necessities, which has eroded trust in the government's ability to manage the country's economic challenges effectively. At the same time, tensions between the federal government and provincial leaders over healthcare funding and climate change policies have further complicated the political landscape. These unresolved issues have become central to public dissatisfaction with Trudeau's leadership. Should Trudeau step down, the Liberal Party will need to select a new leader who can address these challenges and restore public confidence. Two prominent figures likely to contend for the leadership are Chrystia Freeland and Anita Anand. Freeland, currently serving as Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, has a strong reputation domestically and internationally. Her experience in key portfolios positions her as a capable candidate. Meanwhile, Anita Anand, the Minister of Defense, is known for her decisive leadership during critical moments, such as managing Canada's vaccine procurement during the COVID-19 pandemic. Both candidates bring strengths to the table but will also face scrutiny over their records and ability to unify the party. While the leadership transition may provide an opportunity for renewal within the Liberal Party, it also poses risks. Leadership contests can expose divisions within a party, potentially weakening its public image. The new leader will need to balance unifying the party internally while addressing external challenges and preparing for a possible early election. This dual responsibility will require strategic vision, effective communication, and a focus on delivering results on issues that matter most to Canadians. If an early election is called, it is expected to be highly competitive. The Conservative Party, under Pierre Poilievre, has been positioning itself as a strong alternative to the Liberals, focusing on economic recovery, housing, and healthcare reform. Poilievre's sharp criticism of Trudeau's policies has resonated with segments of the electorate that feel neglected or left behind. Meanwhile, smaller parties such as the New Democratic Party, NDP, led by Jagmeet Singh, and the Bloc Québécois, led by Yves-François Blanchet, are likely to emphasize their own priorities, including wealth redistribution and provincial autonomy. Trudeau's potential resignation also carries implications beyond Canada's borders. Under his leadership, Canada has played a significant role in international initiatives, including efforts to combat climate change, promote human rights, and support multilateralism. A change in leadership could signal shifts in Canada's foreign policy priorities, depending on the approach of Trudeau's successor. The international community will closely monitor how Canada navigates this transition and whether it maintains its commitments to global challenges. In conclusion, the possible resignation of Justin Trudeau represents a defining moment for Canadian politics. It raises questions about the future direction of the Liberal Party, the timing of the next federal election, and the broader implications for Canada's domestic and international policies. Whether this leads to a leadership transition within the current parliamentary framework or a snap election, the coming months will be critical in shaping the country's political and policy landscape. Canadians will closely watch how their leaders respond to this period of uncertainty and transformation, with the hope of finding solutions to the pressing issues facing the nation.
Thanks for watching our video. Please hit the button and subscribe the channel.